Hi, my name is Asen and my clients call me the Racing Realtor. Over several years, I've actually been competing in the motorsports industry. Last year, I actually got the opportunity of performing in the IRRA, International Road Racing Association. So I'm actually a licensed race car driver. Now that night was the finals. It was fun. And I brought back the footage to my coworkers at the office and I was showing them the integral details and what needs to be done to get that car prepared to actually compete and be competitive. And it was fun. When they saw it, they were blown away. And Kazaya said to me, "You know what we're gonna call you?" I said, "What?" They said, "We're gonna call you the Racing Realtor." And as nature has it, that name got stuck with me. Now I correlate racing on a professional level with also real estate because there are certain key details that go hand in hand. Let's say the first step is getting pre-qualified. Now the pre-qualification process is actually a step that will help us to figure out where that buyer qualifies for in terms of if they're going to be competing in the 200 to 300 price range, or they're going to be doing luxury class 500 and upwards in terms of their purchase price. So we relate that to the racing industry as which class are you competing in? Is it a 10-second class, 11-second class? All this is very important. Now it brings me now to the other aspect of it, which is step number 2, finding yourself a very good realtor. Now I call the realtors like your co-pilot. They're the ones that are going to help you navigate the racing or the real estate road course, if you might add. It's very important. There are critical time frames, deadlines that you have to adhere to, or as you'd have it, you'd lose your deposit. We don't want that happening. So get a very important thing to have is a very good realtor. And it reminds me of what my engine builder once said to me, Noel Rohn, we call him Spy. He said, "Asen, I want you to remember one thing." I said, "What?" He said, "Remember the 5P system." I said, 5P system? He said, "Yes, proper preparation prevents poor performance." And I smiled because it was genius. And it's actually correct. For me to serve my clients better, it requires proper preparation. So getting down in detail what it is that that client needs, whether it's a criteria for their house, the size, geographic location, all that is very important for me to deliver. Now we're going to fast forward to a question that's asked all the time. Why is it that you're different than all the other realtors out there? And I'll tell you this. From my background, before I was a consultant, and I did consultations for a lot of investors, some of them having even 200 properties, and I had to manage their portfolio and help them make critical decisions if it makes sense to actually buy this property and also coordinate the contractors who are going to be doing the repairs on these properties. The next thing is my background being a service technician with one of the largest telecommunications company here in America. I've done the dirty and the hard work. I've been in infrastructure work from my dad's days. He's actually an engineer who taught me a lot about load-bearing capacity of soils, structures on a residential and also a commercial background. And the next key point is that I'm actually dually licensed. I hold an insurance license as well. So when it comes to insurance and finding out what is the best coverage for my client, I'm able to review the key details to say, okay, this is a condo, this is what you need, or if it's a single family residential, this is what we will do. Florida, hurricane capital, so certain coverages are definitely mandatory or needed. And that's a key factor that I pay attention to. So through all my years of experience in different fields, I'm able to serve each client the best of my ability. So we've made it this far. We're actually at the closing table, the finish line. This is where you get the keys to your house. Grand prize. I'd like you to consider me as your agent. I'd be happy to help you if you're planning to purchase, sell, rent, or even invest in the real estate market. My name is Asen, the Racing Realtor, and I'd be happy to take you to the finish line.